I'm going westbound on Forest Preserve Drive. I'm coming up to Overhill. Overhill looks like it's a two-way street. And that's one of the things I'm going to look at when I become alderman is see if we can change some of these one-way streets, make them two-way streets so the residents can get to their home from either street. Okay, it's a curvy street here. You got a lot of trees here. Again, the trees blocking the lights. Over here, you got a huge tree here on my left. There was a pothole, or not a pothole, a hump I just went over. I'm going to pull over and let this car pass me from behind me here. This way I don't want to be obstructing traffic. I am a law-abiding citizen. As I'm approaching Pete Patterson here, I noticed the hydrant is needs a paint job on it. It's starting to chip away. Okay, you got another speed hump here. The street looks like it's recently been done. I'd say a few years ago. And the alley's cemented. And at the corner here, you got the sewer that needs to be cleaned here because you got a lot of water sitting in the intersection here. Overhill, when you get to Addison, Overhill does not line up with the other street. It goes to the left here, which is going east. Across the street, safe to do so. Alright, I'm going to be continuing on Overhill, 3500 block. You see the mail person here delivering mail. Again, with the trees, and the curbs are in terrible shape. Curbs are breaking. It looks like it used to be a driveway here. I can't even see the address at this house here. But it looks like there used to be a driveway going to the side of the house, maybe a long time ago. Okay. I see this hydrant has been painted, and they did a terrible job with the yellow stripe in front of the hydrant. Okay, but there's one thing I haven't noticed in my travels into the precinct here. I haven't seen any we call police signs in the window. And you see all this other advertising for the Blackhawks and the Cubs. You know, a couple of White Sox fans out here. But I haven't noticed any block parties or watches or anything like that. Anything on the street pole that says this is a neighborhood watch, burglars be careful, or burglary watch. There's something like that in the window. There's nothing in the window. I see the bears hanging in the window, but there's nothing we call police. First thing I'm going to do also is get a community group together here to watch everybody on that block, appoint somebody on the block that would kind of like watch out for the neighbors out here. Because the police can't be everywhere. But if we have citizens and residents watching out for each other, that would be great. Okay, back to the street here. I'm at 3400 block. And I'm going down this street here. I got potholes here. You have a lot of trees overhanging. You have a big bush at the intersection over here. There's a house with a whole bunch of growth around it. They need to be cleaned up. Not only for the property owner, but for the people in the neighborhood here. You don't want no eyesores in your neighborhood. Okay, as I'm crossing over here, I see a lot of trees. And what I notice here is there is a house being redone. It's being totally stripped. The inside is gone. The only thing left remaining is the bricks on the outside. And in the construction field, they call that just a shell. Now, I don't know what their plans on here. I see a permit in the window there, but again, without taking a look at it, I mean, there should be some safety barriers so all this stuff does not come over and hit the neighbor's property here. The neighbor's at 3345. I can't tell what address they're building on that house. But as we're going down the street, they got it all roped off with caution tape. I mean, I wonder if there's any support holding that wall up. If you get a big wind over here, they'll, you know, that wall could cave in to the neighbors. Alright, going back, continuing our travels here. The street has been asphalt. It's splitting open in the middle. That means they did a terrible job of when they did a roller. A roller is when they take the asphalt and they mash it down completely. And it's supposed to stick because it's mixed in with tar. It's actually tar and stones and a couple other chemicals mixed in with it. That's what makes the asphalt. And if it's not a good mixture, it ain't going to stick together, and it'll crack. And when it cracks, all the ice and water get underneath there, and it pops out from the bottom, and that's what causes the pothole. And we all know what happens when one little pothole starts. It becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And what I like to call a Volkswagen-sized hole, that was a pothole. What I call a Volkswagen-sized hole is it's that big. No offense to any Volkswagen owners, but I used to have a Volkswagen when I was a kid. Alright, that's for a different story. But as we're going down up to Belmont, we have a pothole that was patched up here. There was a lot of work going on in the sewers, and next to the curb, it's the curb lane. Alright, I'll see you on the next block.